Here we have the flappy-nosed dinosaur. Starfield, Bethesda's next RPG, successor to Skyrim, Fallout 4, and that other one, is right around the corner. It's promising an enormously ambitious, immersive experience that will have us exploring an entire galaxy. A game set to deliver in scope and scale like we have never seen, and it's coming to Xbox, PC, and Game Pass in a matter of days. I cannot wait to get completely lost in this game. And interestingly, this is coming from someone who has never felt truly captured by a Bethesda RPG before. What's up everybody, my name's xHeadley and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about what is hands down my most anticipated game of 2023. We are just days away from this game. And I'll be posting my first hour just after early access starts on September 1st, so if you like my content, be sure to stick around. You can hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to be the first to know when I put out new content. Also, links to my social channels are in the pinned comment down below, so you can follow me there if you want to. If you end up enjoying this video, do me a quick favor and hit the like button. I'm a brand new channel and it helps other gamers and Starfield fans like yourselves find my content. With that out of the way, let's get back to the video. So, like I said in my intro, I've never felt truly captured by a Bethesda RPG. I couldn't get into Skyrim, the medieval fantasy genre doesn't really do much for me. But I envy those who are still playing it today. I wish it captivated my imagination like it did for millions of other gamers. I put some time into Fallout 4 fairly recently, and I had a really fun, ridiculous time. I might have found some Halo mods, and one thing led to another.
Let's go then. I'm all ready to go.
You two are heading out together? Not sure the Commonwealth's ready for that.
What's there to worry about? How much trouble could two people really get into?
But at no point could I see myself wanting to invest weeks, months, or years into haunting the desolate wastelands of Fallout 4. I was impressed with Bethesda's achievement with Fallout 4, but I couldn't see myself wanting to spend hundreds, even thousands of hours in such a bleak place. But here's the thing, I had a great time role-playing as a Spartan who needed to both inexplicably blow stuff up and be a helpful stranger. I think that might be the closest I've actually come to role-playing in an RPG, instead of just hitting the main story and calling it a day when I've either rolled credits or had my fill. Starfield makes me want to roleplay, to the point where I'm seriously considering forgetting the main questline even exists as soon as I've got a ship and I've finished the outpost building tutorial. I can't wait to explore our own solar system, let alone other systems throughout the galaxy. One of the first things I want to do is go and explore Mars, and find the Mars rover we've seen in some early Starfield trailers. Bethesda RPGs are renowned for encouraging players to just make their own fun, to just sack off the main quest, go and explore the open world, or galaxy in this case, go and do some side missions, engage with factions, look for alien life, just tell your story. Bethesda has set the expectation for a space RPG grounded in reality, within reason, of course. Around 10% of Starfield's 1,000 planets have life. Some have argued this is kinda small, but if you think about our own solar system, that's an accurate representation. We've heard Todd Howard talk about planets in Goldilocks zones. That's the term used to describe Earth's position in relation to our sun. Any closer and we'd burn to a crisp, any further away and the Earth's surface would be too cold for liquid water to be present, thus it can't sustain life. There's a big part of me that's tempted to just focus on upgrading my ship so that I can go and find all the Goldilocks planets. I just want to feed my hungry curiosity and discover boundless biodiversity. Just let out my inner zoologist and find all the space animals. I'm talking, let's go full David Attenborough mode, man. In fact, you know what? Here we have the marching crab, hissy beetle thingy, flappy-nosed dinosaur, the scary pointy parrot. It's actually not bad. We're going to need to adapt our gear and our suits to tackle planets we choose to land on. Toxic atmospheres, extreme temperatures, and hostile life forms are all very real threats. As far as I'm aware, there isn't going to be a survival mode at launch, but this is absolutely something I want to try in future. Things like hunger and thirst status, maybe even suit perishability. That would test my patience like crazy. I hate weapon durability in games, but Starfield makes me want those challenges in a way no other game has. I can't help but crave the level of immersion Starfield is promising here, and that is by far the biggest draw for me. So it's probably time for some much needed and well-balanced, sensible skepticism then. I'm far from expecting Starfield to be perfect out of the gate. Launch bugs are synonymous with Bethesda. Xbox Series consoles are locked to running at 30 FPS. Visually, the game looks stunning, but I can't lie to you, for me, the low frame rate is going to be a difficult one to ignore. The trade-off here is next-generation lighting and a persistent world driven by a new version of Bethesda's creation engine. I'm not thrilled about this in the slightest, but I will say it's not a deal-breaker for me. It very much has me looking at building a PC though. In the heat of battle, I can't say I'm going to be able to ignore the low frame rate cap. For years I've been a first-person shooter guy. I don't need to play Starfield like a sweaty shooter, but if I want to build a character built to quickly zip around using the boost pack or get super proficient with an assault rifle and an SMG because that's my playstyle, not having the choice of 60 FPS at launch so that I can make the most of that experience is a real shame. Player choice is the point here, and I'm disappointed that Bethesda's position seems to be a hard no when it comes to offering a performance mode on console. Offering a 2K60 option or even a 1080-60 option to allow players to make that choice for themselves would have been fine. I'm fully expecting the modding community to have console players' backs on this one. I'm sure we'll see an unofficial 60 FPS patch fairly soon after launch, as the locked low frame rate is an abundant complaint amongst console players. But I'm under no illusion that Bethesda games are renowned for launching in questionable states, so I'm absolutely not expecting an unofficial performance mod ready in time for Starfield's launch. Also, a quick note for those of you that are achievement hunters, it's likely that enabling a performance mod on console will disable achievements, so keep that in mind. I'm curious about the overall depth of the game. Yes, we've had over 1,000 planets confirmed, and I'm completely okay with only 10% of those having life. I'm sure that will change with mods over time too. A lingering question is then, how long will the other 90% of planets stay interesting for? The game sounds like it's going to be as wide as an ocean, but if it's as deep as a puddle, it's difficult to see me still living my space pirate fantasies out 10 years from now. Cyberpunk 2077 promised a deep and rich living world that was impacted by player choice. When players actually got hands-on, they very quickly realised this wasn't the case. We were expecting a generational leap in immersive RPG design that just wasn't delivered. Let's be honest, there's a very real possibility that Starfield could fall short of the same promise too. Another point of concern for me is that Bethesda have confirmed that there are no land vehicles in the game. We also can't fly our ship in atmosphere. We can't actually control our ship at all once we're planetside. This risks breaking player immersion in a big way, and I can see lugging resources back to your ship on foot all the time getting quite tedious. Sure, we can fast travel, but where's the fun in that? Where's the adventure and the curiosity in that? Let me explore the way I want to. That is what true player freedom looks like. Bethesda's answer to not having vehicles in game is to upgrade the boost pack, but it feels like a bit of a cop-out response if I'm being honest. So again, I'm kind of expecting modders to pave the way here for potential modes of transport and additional gameplay mechanics. Concerns aside, the game looks incredible, and I can see some of those beautiful and mysterious resource-heavy planets becoming a meditative haven for me. Whether I'm building outposts simply for the view, or taking advantage of the game's deep and advanced economy system, I can genuinely see myself getting lost in this game. But will it keep me there? Will I look back on Starfield in 10 years' time and say, yeah, that was my Skyrim? I don't think we'll really know the answer to this until we actually get to play it for ourselves, but I'm really keen to know how big some of these planets are. It's obviously not going to be like having 1,000 Microsoft flight simulators in one big glorious galactic package, as awesome as that would be. So realistically, how big is each planet going to be? And how tiresome will the game feel, only able to travel on foot when exploring a planet? Time will tell, my friends, but that time is very nearly upon us. We've heard some very positive noises from Paris Lilly on the Kinda Funny Xcast recently, expressing his excitement following some information disclosed to him from an anonymous source.
That Space Vegas
I
planet
know,
is.
you
I'm
can't
going
wait
to
till
hang
it's
there.
done. Yep.
Right?
Can I say this, and I will keep it anonymous, protect the innocent.
Okay.
I may or may not have talked to someone that has been playing Starfield.
Whoa.
And they may or may not have got me pretty hyped for it, in the sense that this anonymous person said that they're going to be very fascinated to see how it's reviewed, just because of the size of what this game is, just how big it is. And I'll leave it at that.
The headline here is that he heard Starfield does indeed feel massive, and that it should help put some of those concerns to rest. Starfield has already been described as a modder's paradise, and like its predecessor Skyrim, it's likely that mods are going to be the variable that keeps Starfield alive for years to come, allowing each player their ultimate space fantasy experience. Hey guys, thanks again for checking out my video today. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate you spending a few minutes of your day with me. If you had a good time, be sure to hit that like button, as it helps other gamers like yourselves find my content. I'm about to hit 100 subscribers. I'm a brand new channel, so that's a really cool milestone so early on. If you want to stick around, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you'll know when I next put a video out. Like I said in my intro, I'm planning on capturing my gameplay and reaction to Starfield's opening hour, so if you want to come on that journey with me, be sure to stick around. I'd love to hear your roleplay ideas in the comment section down below, and if, unlike me, you consider yourself a seasoned Bethesda RPG player, let me know how you plan on playing Starfield. Thanks again for sticking around. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.